Surviving your first day with a Mac. Step 2. Remapping keys. So on a Windows keyboard, we use Control plus certain keys to carry out actions. For example, Control A, select all, Control Z, undo, Control X, cut, Control C, copy, and Control V, paste. And that works much the same way on a Macintosh, except we're going to use Command instead of Control. Now that is pretty awkward because we've built up muscle memory to use the Control key, which would sit over here. So fortunately, we can change that on a Mac. So to do that, we go to the Apple here, and then we go down to System Settings. Give that a second to focus. Then in System Settings, we scroll down to Keyboard, which is here. Then in Keyboard, we would click Keyboard Shortcuts. And then at the very bottom, we choose Modifier Keys. So this is where we can swap keys around. So what I found works for me is if I make the globe key the Command key. So let's make that Command. And let's make the Command key the globe key. Perfect. And just click Done. So now I can use my existing muscle memory to do my Control A, Control C, and Control V. Now, one thing that this does mess up is Alt-Tab. So on your Windows computer, you'd use Alt-Tab to move between windows, and on a Macintosh, you'd use Command-Tab. But we've now remapped Command to function, so that's not going to work. So in this case, we'd need to do function globe and tab to do that. So that's one new thing we've got to learn in place of like 5 things we don't have to learn, which is pretty neat. Now, one final thing before we leave this video is how to do a redo. So on a Windows computer, that is Control Y. On a Macintosh computer, that is Command-Shift-Z. So with the normal setting, it would be Command-Shift-Z. With the remapping I've done, it would be Globe-Shift-Z.